Back on the show once again, and time now for our Neblett, Beard, and Arsenault Legal Difference segment. Attorney Wes Gralapp returns to our show. We're going to update and take a look now at car insurance, some frequently asked questions. So, Wes, good to have you back on the phone.
Thanks, Mark. Happy to be here, and being on the phone is becoming commonplace, and I hope that our viewers are able to get the message clearly, and if they have any questions, they can always call.
Yeah. Who knows what we're going to feel like when we finally actually get you back in the studio?
I don't know. Hopefully I'll still look young and fresh.
All right. Well, we're going to revisit car insurance. Now, what type of car insurance should people have? We'll start with that.
Well, Mark, there's all types of car insurance out there. Basically, the law requires that in Louisiana, that we carry automobile liability insurance. Liability insurance is for when you cause damage to another person's property or another person's body by basically causing a car wreck. You could run into somebody's mailbox, and your liability insurance would pay for that. In Louisiana, the minimum requirements is that we carry $15,000 in coverage per person and $30,000 per accident,
right?
And then $25,000 for property damage. And so what that $30,000 means in the middle is that no matter how many people are injured in a car accident, if you have $30,000 in coverage, that coverage is all that you have to compensate them for their injuries. And so that kind of leads us to what is next. And what is next is how much automobile insurance should you carry?
Yeah. That's a big question for everyone, obviously.
It is. And, automobile insurance is expensive. It's required by law. It's something that we need to have to protect ourselves against people who we cause injury to. And so typically the amount of insurance that you carry should, in the liability department, should be equivalent to what your assets are, what your savings account is, what value you have in your home. It's so expensive these days to go to the hospital, and oftentimes once someone has an accident, they are shaken up, they're sometimes injured, sometimes bleeding. They go by ambulance to the hospital, and an ambulance ride alone is close to $2,000. So if you only have $15,000 in coverage and someone has to go to the hospital for treatment, then that $15,000 is not going to do a real good job of covering the cost of their medical expenses.
Yeah. Wes, touching on one topic, during the COVID-19 crisis, fewer people on the roads. Have you seen or noticed fewer accidents or more accidents? What have you seen?
Definitely less accidents out there. There are far less people on the highways. People can see that when they travel. The distance that they're traveling is shorter. And to the credit of insurance companies, they are recognizing that and are temporarily lowering our premiums based on less driving.
Right.
But there's a lot less accidents happening right now. But as we come out of this pandemic, we will see our traffic return to normal. And people have been out of work, and so they're having to make decisions. What do I pay? Do I pay for my automobile insurance? And by all means, to the extent that you can afford to be covered, you need to. And if you can't cover your automobile, you really shouldn't drive it until you can cover it, because we have laws that say that you have to have it. And then you end up paying fines that are greater than the premiums that you would have paid if you get a ticket for not having coverage.
Yeah, and starting now, at least personally, I'm starting to see more people on the roads.
I am as well, and we all have to remain safe and follow the CDC guidelines for safe distances and wearing masks and types of things. But it sure is good to see people able to be moving about, and hopefully we have a cure where we can have vaccines and testing that is reliable, and people can return to a more normal pace.
I agree. Moving on, Wes, explain what is no pay, no play?
That's a very important question, Mark. And no pay, no play is a law in the state of Louisiana that says if you do not have car insurance on the vehicle that you drive, then and someone else causes an accident that injures you, you are not eligible to make a claim for the first $15,000 in injury that you sustain, nor the first $25,000 in damage to your vehicle that you sustain. So it's very important that you carry insurance, not just so that you can take care of the people that you may cause harm to, but if someone causes harm to you by causing an accident that you're in and you do not have coverage, essentially you will not be able to make a recovery for your injuries nor for the damages to your vehicle.
Yeah. Wes, we're about to wrap things up, but it was neat what y'all did, all those 10 Chromebooks you gave to University Academy for winning the distracted driving contest. It's something they really appreciated, I know.
It's nothing like the smile of their faces to make us feel really good about making an effort to support our community.
All right. Wes, again, the best way to get in touch with you over at Neblett, Beard, and Arsenault?
Just call us, 561-2500.
Got it. Thanks for joining us again, Wes. Good to talk to you.
Thank you, Mark.
All right. More to come. Stick around.